Okay, so I'll just give now really 5 minutes updates on some stuff we're discussing regarding feeding enhancements into Rosetta, and then Steve will lead the Rosetta user group update. So, as you know, currently there's 3 different channels for feeding enhancements or new feature requests into Rosetta, either via Salesforce, via Idea Exchange, which is a new tool which we introduced about, I think, 1.5 years ago for all Ex Libris products, and the different working groups which are managed by the community sitting here. Looking at some numbers, so this is the stuff coming from Salesforce. Actually, I took the numbers from Jira, so it's not from the beginning of time, Rosetta, or the beginning of time, but since we've started implementing Rosetta, which was, when was it, 5 years ago? I'm not sure about this. So you can see that we had around 750 enhancement requests coming from the people, the Rosetta customers. Out of them, we've implemented about 70%, and there's still around 200 cases or enhancement requests which are open, but I think 70% is quite a, it's not bad, I would say. So this is one channel that we had until now. The other one is the Rosetta user group working group. So until now, these are the working groups that we had: access files, consistency checks, technical analyst, workbench, and so on. This is a slide I presented last year. So last year we had, you can see here, 43% of the features were implemented, or we are planning to implement with the 5.1 release 54%. So this is as of June 2016. As of today, out of the enhancements coming from the user groups, we're actually up to 62% of the features implemented or requests implemented, and we are planning in the next version or two to we'll get to almost 70% also here, which the rest of the cases, all those are basically pending or like still in discussion regarding the exact needs from the customers. And the red ones doesn't look red; it looks red on my screen. Actually, that's actually those that we said no, we're not going to do this. I can see quite a small percentage. The third tool that we have is Idea Exchange. Currently, about 30% of the ideas are implemented already. We have 30 users who voted there from 14 different institutions. Still not a very large number. I mean, with looking at other products, of course, Alma, we have more customers, Prima, we have more customers, so we're expecting to see more users there, but still the number of institutions, people coming from different institutions who are using Idea Exchange for Rosetta is still rather low, and we're expecting this to increase in the next year. Moving from now on, we are actually doing some changes in the work here. So moving forward, we will be aligning with the other Ex Libris products, and we won't be using any more Salesforce for enhancement requests. Salesforce will, of course, still be used for bugs, technical issues, and so on. But enhancement requests will be added either on Idea Exchange or via the working groups. Currently, as you know, the team here has formed 4 different working groups. It's up to each one of the people sitting here in the room, or any of the Rosetta customer, to decide whether they'd like to use the Idea Exchange or the working groups. Of course, it makes more sense when you have a fundamental change, something to require a discussion, changing the data model, have border aspect, so the change would be has more implications. Probably to make more sense to take it to the working groups, discuss it with them, discuss it with us, decide on the right path to take. But still, we are not forcing a specific. If someone would like to use Idea Exchange, post the idea there. If it's big enough and have discussion there or comment there, you can do this as well. So we'll have this 2 means for feeding enhancement to Rosetta. We think it's also better in terms of, it means that all the enhancements that are fitted to Rosetta or to Ex Libris will be open to everyone. So, Salesforce, you had to explicitly open a case to share it with other customers. Now everything is open. So either Idea Exchange, everyone can see it, or in the working groups, every Rosetta customer is entitled to join the Rosetta user group wiki and to see all the ideas there, to discuss it, to prioritize them. So it will be really a more open and a more open discussion between us with all the information on the table. So Salesforce, so from now, you won't be able to add new enhancements to create to Salesforce. We'll communicate it also via email. For the cases, you saw there are about 212, I think, cases, enhancement requests open currently in Salesforce. So it will be your decision. We'll close them in about 3 months from now. It will be your decision whether you would like to close them completely, whether you'd like to migrate them to a Exchange, to one of the working groups. So it's all up to you. So again, this is what the new policy that will be applicable from now on regarding enhancement requests. But again, we'll continue to hear your voice through the 2 different channels, either the Exchange or the working groups.